Vanessa Bryant publicly named the 4 deputies who allegedly shared gruesome photos of the helicopter crash site where her daughter Gianna and husband Kobe Bryant were killed.
In the lawsuit, Bryant alleges deputies Joey Cruz, Rafael Mejia, Michael Russell, and Raul Versales shared photos of the helicopter crash.
One deputy in particular took between 25 and 100 photos of the crash scene on his personal cell phone. Bryant posted pictures on Instagram of a filed amended lawsuit which revealed the names of the deputies accused.
Vanessa is suing the sheriff's department after it was revealed that several deputies shared photos from the crash scene where her husband, daughter Gianna, and 6 other people lost their lives.
I wish my husband was here to accept this incredible award.
Vanessa Bryant's invasion of privacy case against LA County began its first day in court.
One officer went to a bar and proudly showed them to another person in the bar, laughing about it, and another shared the images with other officers through WhatsApp.
The allegations against these officers are serious as much as they are devastating. So Bryant sued the county in 2020, alleging she and her family suffered emotional distress after learning of the rogue deputies' antics at the crash site in Calabasas. Bryant testified in October 2021 that she had implored Villanueva to make sure no one took photos of her husband's and daughter's remains. Villanueva assured her he would secure the area, prompting Bryant to make a more direct and urgent plea. I said, no, I need you to get on the phone right now, and I need you to make sure that you secure the area, she recalled. Villanueva left, then returned, and according to Bryant, he told her, all is good, the area is secure. This would appear to be false and subsequently led to this lawsuit.
Vanessa Bryant was visibly emotional during Wednesday's proceedings, crying frequently. In a dramatic opening statement, her attorney claimed law enforcement exploited the accident by taking and sharing pictures of Kobe and Gianna as souvenirs.
Per the LA Times' reporting, citizens complained that one deputy showed the photos at a bar in Norwalk and that a firefighter showed photos to a group of off-duty firefighters and their partners while having cocktails at an awards ceremony at a Hilton hotel, her attorney said in court filings.
Not only do they have testimony from the bartender of what happened, but they have security footage that in fact shows him zooming in on the photo. Somebody at that bar filed a written complaint with the sheriff's department, and that's how the LA Times and Vanessa Bryant came to know that this happened.
Vanessa Bryant's attorney, Louis Lee, told jurors in his opening statement that the cell phone photos shot at the crash scene by a deputy and a fire captain were visual gossip, viewed for a laugh, and had no official purpose. They were shared by deputies playing video games, Lee said. They were shared repeatedly with people who had absolutely no reason to receive them.
An attorney for the county said the footage marked a regrettable moment of weakness and said that site photography is an essential tool for first responders to share potentially life-saving information, though the sheriff previously admitted that deputies had no place to take photographs of Bryant's remains.
Just to make this very clear, because it's important if you are going to follow this case, the prosecutors, the county's attorneys, are arguing the following. Photography is essential. A screw-up occurred. However, the photos never saw the light of day. It's an odd way of framing an argument because this was the basis of their opening remarks on behalf of the county.
Here you have at least 8 deputies. There's an admission that they took the photos unlawfully or not in accord with policy and procedure. And then there was also admissions to distribution. And so when you're looking at invasion of privacy, one of the main substantial things you have to prove is not the extent necessarily of the distribution, but rather the degree of intrusion. And when you're talking about law enforcement officials taking pictures of objectively offensive and personal matters such as the dead remains of a husband and a 13-year-old daughter, certainly it will have a huge impact regardless of whether or not they'll be publicly available.
At the bar in Lee's opening statement. The lawyer then showed an image of the men laughing together later. Lee described firefighters looking at the phone photos 2 weeks later at an awards banquet and showed the jury an animated chart documenting their spread to nearly 30 people. Like a virus, these pictures spread throughout the county, and we don't know, and they don't know, what happened after they spread, Lee said. One firefighter who received the photos, he said, was never identified. Mira Hashmal, an attorney representing the county, told the jury those pictures are nowhere, adding that they were never published online or in the media or seen by the families.
The other thing that's important here is something that Ms. Bryant is arguing, saying it doesn't matter that they're not publicly available now. We've heard rumors on social media that these pictures are being sold on the black web. So I live in constant fear that these pictures could be publicly available for my daughters to see, for me to see in the future. And so she is also making those arguments as part of her emotional distress claim.
Hashmal's argument that the photos were taken for legitimate purposes is at odds with statements made by Sheriff Alex Villanueva. In an interview, Lee played for jurors. Villanueva said the only agencies that had a reason to take photos that day were the National Transportation Safety Board, which investigates plane crashes, and the coroner's office. As for the incident that occurred in Norwalk, where a deputy of some 2 months, whose name is Joey Cruz, a man on patrol, he showed those photos, according to Bryant's attorneys. What occurred afterwards is maddening. The department had tried to keep the scandal under wraps, telling deputies they would not be punished if they came clean and deleted the images instead of launching a formal investigation.